What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Tuesday. It's your guy, Wednesday, actually. Sorry, happy Wednesday. That's your guy, DeMarcus Tunstall here, and I'm here with the Beta Project. And you can always follow us on YouTube at Humble and Focus. Today is June 19, 2019, and today's video is Stop Hiding. And today's quote are, people are more what they hide than what they show. So when I started doing this quote, I actually had something else planned for today, but I actually built this one for June 12th, and I never did it. And I went back to it. As soon as I brought it up, I knew it had to be a video that needed to be done. It just popped up in my face. We'll talk about what I want to talk about today. Yes, tomorrow. Yeah, there we go. But what I want you to think about now is I want you to think about the hiding part. I want you to think about a child at the beach, and he goes up to his mother at the beach, and he says, "Mom, I want to dig a hole." And his mother looks at him kind of strangely and said, "Well, son, you can use your shovel." And he's like, I can't use it." And she's like, "Well, where is it? Why? What's going on?" He's like, "Well, it's buried in the sand." And that story itself made me stop and think. And what it made me stop and think about, howdy, was that how many of us are hiding our gifts, our tools, the things that we are supposed to have that are supposed to be utilized to create this future for ourselves and others. We're hiding our gifts in the sand so they cannot be used. Now, we may not be hiding it on purpose, like the child probably didn't even realize that what he was doing is hiding his tools. But what about those situations where you do realize what you're hiding, because it's a whole lot easier to hide yourself than to step out in front of others and take that blunt force blow that is needed. Nothing ever will change without adversity. Nothing ever. Like even the aspect of moving something from one place to another place takes energy, and a conflict of potential energy versus kinetic energy, and whichever one wins. So you have these awesome, amazing tools that you're not utilizing, and you're hiding them. And I want you to think about it like this. I actually was washing my hands right before I did this video, and I looked out the window and I saw two birds sitting on my back deck. And I'm like, what in the world? And they're not looking at me. They're looking up. Both of them are looking at the same place. And I look up. I'm like, well, what are these birds looking at? And I look up, and there's a baby bird on top of my roof, just up there. And I'm like, wait a second. They're watching their son fly, or baby bird fly. And then I started back, and I was like, you know what though? That's amazing, because right now this child is out here trying to fly. This baby bird's out here trying to fly. And the mother and father are there to protect it, obviously, so it doesn't fail. But before this bird was able to fly, it was hiding. And it was hiding in the ground, in its nest for protection. And I want you to ask yourself, ladies and gentlemen, how many of you are actually hiding your gifts out of protection because you're scared of what's going to come next? You're scared. Like the baby bird may not know. Baby bird actually does not know what's on the outside of his nest. He knows what the nest is. They know what the nest is. But the mother bird knows and the papa bird knows. So they hide the baby away until it's old enough and big enough to grow up and fly and be safe on its own. But the problem with that is that there's a gift that we all have. And we can hide it as long as we want to, but it doesn't mean it's ever going to be able to come out and make its full transformation. Instead, we hide behind certain things. We hide our trash cans because we don't want people to see our trash. We hide we hide dirty cars. We hide dirty laundry. We hide all the bad things, but guess what? We also hide the good. We hide the things in our lives that are going to make such an impact and such a difference that no one in their right mind could have ever thought of their life without what we have. That's what it is. And so I need you to take a step forward. I need you to dig out your shovel that you buried. I need you to dig out all the things that you buried because you didn't understand and you didn't realize how important it was for you to step up with that gift. That gift is powerful. You need to stop hiding. You are immensely powerful. There is nothing in this universe that can stop you except for this. When they get you to believe that you're not enough, ladies and gentlemen, then you don't step out as if you are enough. When they get you to believe that you're not worthy, then you will act unworthy. When they get you to believe that it's not your time, then you'll wait till it is your time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stop hiding. It's time to stop believing what others say. It's time to stop believing what the news and what media says. It's time to stop believing what your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, these friends say about you in the most negative ways. It's time to step outside of all the negativity that is coming into your life, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That negativity is doing nothing but hiding you. Think of it like this. They're giving you sand to put on top of your gift. So instead of you digging out, taking your shovel and digging them out, because they're underneath something, they're giving you some of their dirt. And they're giving you some of their sand, and you're utilizing that to cover up your tools and to cover up your gifts. It's time to stop hiding. You cannot sit and hide, because there is somebody, and when ET said this, like I said, every time I mention this or think about this, I think about the power it has on my life. Somebody is not getting their potential right now because you decided not to step into your gift. Somebody right now is not living the life that they deserve because you did not step up. And you think, oh, it's not my problem, it's not my fault. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Why is it that you can't step forward and be the best version of you, utilizing your gift, and stop hiding? That helps create a positive place for someone to step forward, or helps them. Maybe, ladies and gentlemen, that maybe think about it like this. Have you ever seen some of the shows and the movies where people are buried alive? Well, when you get buried alive, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? You don't do that on your own. Either the mountain of dirt and everything falls on top of you and you're buried alive, or, you know, your arch nemesis finds you and puts you in a box and buries you alive, or your kung fu master says you are in this box and now you must punch through. You must punch through to get out. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, being buried alive means there's a mountain of a whole bunch of stuff on top of you. And the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have the tools in that box when you're buried alive right there and there to dig you out. But guess what? You can cry for what? Help. And when you cry for help, somebody's going to come with their hands and dig you out. Shovel and dig you out. Crane and dig you out. They're going to come and help you and assist you. But if you never cry help, have you ever seen somebody in these movies that they get buried alive and they just say, you know what, I'm buried alive? No, every single person, what is the first thing they say? Help! They yell for help. Sorry if that was really loud. They yell for help. Why? Because they realize I cannot do it alone. But society has taught us that we need to do it alone, so we do it alone, but then we don't even realize we're buried until it's too late. But that gift you have, ladies and gentlemen, that shovel you have is designed and ready to dig someone out. What is your gift? What is your gift? Ladies and gentlemen, I do this right now. I'm not hiding. I'm speaking. I'm not hiding. And the reason I say that is because I've hidden for so long, and I realize how much of my time has been wasted because I've been hiding because I was afraid that what I had wasn't good enough. But now not only do I know what I have is good enough, that it's not only good enough for me, but it's good enough to help bless somebody else. Guess what? Blessed. But no one can be dug out of their hole if you're busy burying yourself in your own. I can't even tell you how many times of friends of mine, I sit here and I look at how great and amazing they are. I talked to one today and how amazing she is, and she cannot understand why her gifts are still buried. She's doing a great job of getting better people in her life. She's doing better jobs of looking forward and doing right things, but she's still buried. But the difference between someone being buried and calling for help and someone being buried and actually trying to dig out themselves, ladies and gentlemen, is when you're trying to dig yourself out and you're buried, there's no way for the dirt to go. You can move the dirt this way, but it's just going to fall down here and replace dirt that way. The idea behind digging somebody out is that you must start at the top to where you can take the dirt and throw it away. And dig, and throw it away, and throw it away, and throw it away, until that person can reach up and grab your hand, or that person can get a breath of air that they couldn't get before. That's what the hiding is. You're buried below all the stuff that you, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, most of the buried stuff what I was saying, I'm sorry, is that your mind here is what is, you're actually taking the dirt from other places and you're putting it on top of yourself. Even though in the movies they don't do that. That's what you do in your life. You know, oh man, I'm too busy. That's an excuse that you're utilizing to escape. I'm to this, I'm to that. I hope this, I hope that. I want this, but I don't want to work for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are burying ourselves consistently in places that we don't need to be. We're consistently putting ourselves in problems that don't need to come our way. That's what we do. And then we get upset because we can't get what we want. But in all reality, we are the only solution that is going to solve that problem. But sometimes the only way to solve the problem as your solution is to call for help, because you're not strong enough to lift it on your own. You're not strong enough to dig out on your own. So that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Other than this quote, let's go to the last quote here. Let's see, hold on. There we go. Last quote. Difficulties in your life do not come to destroy you, ladies and gentlemen, but to help you realize your hidden potential and power. There's no reason for you to stay hidden any longer. There's no reason for you to sit back and allow life to give you things instead of you taking what is yours. You have a birthright. The average person is going to die with no legacy and debt to pass on to their family. Do you guys realize, yesterday I posted a quote from Robert Kiyosaki that that the poverty mindset is passed on from generation to generation like a hereditary trait, like red hair, blonde hair, light skin, dark skin, is passed on. So you have a chance to stop hiding your power, to step up, to change the legacy and the direction of your family. You have the power to step forward and be the person who's going to change the direction of this country, this nation. You sit back and complain about what the president's doing, but what are you doing other than complaining? You sit back and complain about what your teacher's doing in the schools, but are you teaching your child at home? Are you teaching your child at home so they understand what's going on here and there? You sit and complain about your boss at your job, but you're not stepping up enough for you to take his job because you don't believe you're worth it. But you are. You're strong and you're powerful. Like every single Avengers movie that has like one of the stones of power, they're all hidden somewhere. They got to go find them. They're not just out sitting there. Oh, cool. Look, guys, the stone of power is right here. Let's go get it. Even one of the stones, there's a sacrifice that has to happen for the stone to actually arrive. So I want you to think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Your stone of power, or your stone of sacrifice, or whatever your stone is, must be found. And once you find it, you don't just hide it back again. You utilize that stone to create something more. There's so much power in you that you don't even realize, but you're not looking for it because your little shovel, like that little kid, like I told you, the little scoop, the little shovel, the little trowel, whatever you want to say, is hidden, but you're not looking for it. But you want to dig because you hear your friend over there who needs help, and you want to dig them out, but you can't because you're not looking for your own shovel. And how are you gonna dig somebody out from underneath what they're buried underneath when you're buried underneath yours too? And that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys had a great time today. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I believe and I love in each and every single one of you, and stop being hidden because your gifts are so powerful, but they cannot be used if they're underground or locked away or in a vault that nobody knows the code to. Here's the crazy thing before I get off, ladies and gentlemen. If you have something that's hidden away in a vault and nobody else knows the code, and this is real life. Let's say you have a diamond and no one else knows the code and you die. That diamond is lost. You get what I'm saying? If you don't tell anybody you have it, and then you don't also at the same time tell anybody that you're safe, you have one, and you also don't tell somebody that you know the code for it, then when you die, that safe is now gone, everything is gone until somebody happens on it. Because ladies and gentlemen, what you have is given to you, but if you don't utilize it and you don't take the power and you don't step up into your greatness and give what you're supposed to give, what's going to happen is someone else will find your gift and they will give it to the world that should have been yours. That gift that would have changed your legacy for years to years. King David and King Saul. Read about him. King Saul was blessed at first, but he didn't do what he was supposed to do. So his whole lineage would have been blessed for years and years to come, but he didn't do what he's supposed to do. And then King David decided, I'll do what I'm supposed to do. I'll step up. So ladies and gentlemen, don't let your gift be lost because you didn't step up. Because guess what? If you bury something in the sand and it's too close to the water, it might just get drifted away, and no one even saw it get carried away by the tides. Nobody saw your shovel get carried away. When you come back to try to unearth it, guess what? It's gone now. Don't let your gift be unused. It's too powerful to be sitting there. You have something, no matter what they tell you. Now step up and use it. You're gonna feel like you're not good enough. Step up and use it. You're gonna feel like you can't. Step up and use it. You're gonna feel like you're not enough. Step up and use it. It's your gift, which means you get to decide when you use it. That's all. When you own a car, you decide when it's driven, unless it's stolen. Then you have to file a police report. All right, guys, that's all, ladies, gentlemen. That's all I have for you today. I hope you have a blessed day. Literally, I hope you have a blessed day. There it is. Blessed day. That's all I hope. And I hope to see you again tomorrow, where we'll be talking about some other things. We're talking about being hidden today. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about, hey, it's too late. So we'll get into that. I'll talk to you soon. Have a blessed day.